Good afternoon. Welcome to George Daniel Field. It's middle school football. The 8th grade Titans from Lorain in navy blue and the Mustangs from Milkovich Middle in Maple Heights. First play of the game, as there is no kickoff in middle school football, is a handoff. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer here. I had trouble with these jerseys when the varsity wore them.
I think that's I couldn't see who was 29.
LeBoy is the quarterback, Josiah LeBoy. And Malachi Hassan, the running back, number 29. We'll try to get some more numbers as we go. Game was 2, 2nd and 8. We play 8-minute quarters, no kicking. Going to be a keeper here, just a straight keeper out across the 45. Going to be a first down for LeBoy. And if that was a zone read, Tom, he sure made the right one.
He did. And we talked about some of the Milkovich players and their size, and I think we mentioned 32.
Yep, as the most athletic-looking kid out there.
Trayshawn Gibson. Now, he is the left defensive wing, so I think LeBoy made the right choice in going the other way.
Yeah. 3 receivers to the near side. Now, one of them is so far right that we can't see the number. That's it. LeBoy's going to keep the same play. Looks good across the 50 and out of bounds, but not before he picks up 6 yards. So 2 plays in a row, he pulls it. And that end crashing down, they've taken advantage. Here it is. You see number 11 crashing down, and LeBoy just gets outside of that.
The coaching point for that end is to box a little bit,
right.
Keep everything inside you. You got to have contain.
There's going to be the toss sweep straight to the near side. Going to have a first down and more. Out of bounds inside the 35. That was Hassan, Malachi Hassan. And it'll be a first down for the Titans.
That was a nice little run he did
down to the 32. He made it. That was not designed to go that way. He bounced it,
and he tiptoed. Watch him tiptoe down the sideline a little bit here, trying to stay in bounds for that extra few yards.
Double wing now.
See, that was a busted play, and the quarterback just tried to make
the only
something
one
out
that,
of it. Yeah.
The only one that moved was the center.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a no gain.
LeBoy did only
he did exactly what he could do.
Yeah. Because he's not going to get any blocking around
any because end nobody else had moved. So it's 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Titans have 2nd and 10 at the 32 of Milkovich.
I see that wide receiver out there is
2 to each
Elias
side.
Santiago, the one that's so far out there.
That's 27, yep.
Yeah.
Straight back, LeBoy couldn't make up his mind there.
Well, he
was too far for Hassan,
yeah.
But I think they wanted a little bit of a bubble screen. He had Daniel Robinson, 21, out there, along with 27, Elias Santiago.
But Maple or Milkovich had Reggie Williams as a defender, so he might have made a good choice and not thrown it out there because I think he was right in line with the pass.
That's also the first play they've run to the right. 3rd and 10 now. I'm sure it's 4 down territory for Lorain, but you'd like to get something here. Running back goes into the wing, looks to be a pass formation. Straight back, throwing the long one, airing it out. Got a man. Oh, just didn't get enough on it.
Well,
he had 2 men behind the defense. One of them is 21, Robinson.
And you see what I would call possible interference because the defensive back never looked back and just gave him a little shove.
Nathan Ruiz, 19, is the other, and just not a catchable ball. Oh, no, that's
number 1 there.
27 for Lorain was Santiago. So now it's 4th and 10. See what Coach Scott Sherwood dials up here.
So I see the Maple has moved their ends out a little bit.
Rolling out is LeBoy got 5.
And I think he might have got the sticks.
It's 1st and 10, but we don't know which way.
I think I seen it.
It is 1st and 10 for the Titans. LeBoy got around the end that time.
And this is the first time he went right.
Yeah, he wanted to throw, but the rush from big number 32, Trayshawn Gibson, forced him out wide. And that's yards after contact. That 2.5 he picked up at the end.
Got him the first down. So with 5 minutes to go in the quarter, the Titans still on the march down to the 21.
Milkovich has got nice numbers on that sideline, don't they, Tom?
Yes, they do. And so does
Lorain's got good numbers, too.
So does Lorain. Here comes a little
jet
sweep with lead blockers.
Plenty of lead blockers. Gets a nice block there.
And that's Santiago, I think, again.
Is that Santiago or 22?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
at 22, Thomas Mays, the ball carrier. And
yes. He's the slot, whereas Santiago is the wide receiver.
Hassan slowed down to wait for him, but had some nice blocking out there. So 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Gives straight ahead to Hassan, trying to bounce it outside. Gets the corner, gets the first down inside the 10, out of bounds. Down at about the 8.
That takes it to 1st and goal.
Let's see where they're going to mark him at the 9. So it is going to be 1st and goal on the 9 for Lorain.
Like you said, they got to go the whole distance.
This is tough.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I think the 3 hardest places to have a first down in the football are the 9, 10, and 11. Because it's just so compressed, and you got to get it all.
Yeah. That spread them out to get deep passes, to spread them deep, but it doesn't work down here.
I mean, the safety can't be 15 yards off the ball. He doesn't have 15 yards. 2 receivers to each side. He's going to follow his running back straight ahead, down inside the 5 to about the 3. That's LeBoy. Put his head down, followed Hassan. Titans are using some clock here.
They sure did.
Over half of the first quarter. 3:45 to go. Clock is ticking.
I see Milkovich brought in Aiden Alonzo. He's a big boy playing nose tackle.
The big fella. So I'm going to guess if I looked out there as the coach, I'd be thinking about running left.
I think so, too.
Because you've got 32 Gibson and 51 Alonzo on the right side. Now there's a timeout, and I don't know whether they were worried about the clock or they were worried about the lineup that they saw on the field.
He might have to change plays.
It does give me a chance, though, Tom, to say that were you hurt during a big game or have a joint, bone, or muscle injury, don't wait for treatment. Go to a Cleveland Clinic Ortho Express Care where orthopedic specialists can see you without an appointment. For more information, visit clevelandclinic.org/orthoexpress. A good partner for Lorain Schools Athletics, along with their trainer, Tracy Menges. And while we have a minute, the Lorain High School Booster Club is happy to announce the Jim Popeil Foundation annual fundraiser. It's for scholarships for student athletes from Lorain. Sunday, October 29th, it's the Browns-Seattle game, and the fundraiser is at the Shipyards in Lorain. Doors open at 2:30, lunch from 3 to 4, kickoff at 4:05. Food, raffles, and soda, $25 a person is the admission. We'd love to see you there. $9,000 last year was given away in scholarships to graduating seniors.
We were there, and it was a good time.
It was a good time, yep. 2nd and 3 for Lorain on the 3 now, set to go. And LeBoy's going to run the correct direction, and he got down close to the 1 before he got stood up there. They're going to mark him maybe inside the 1. That time he got pushed back rather than falling forward. He got a little bit straight up here as he got caught. And he couldn't. A nice job defensively by DeAndre Atkin, number 15. Yes. So 3rd and 1. Give to Hassan. Hassan cuts in the A gap and didn't get there.
I didn't see an official.
No, I saw both hands go up and say no.
No. Okay.
4th down. Now it's real close now. It's 4th and
an inch?
Inches. I mean, it certainly isn't half a football.
This is where I used to like the quarterback up underneath the center, and we used to call it a goose sneak because he never said anything. He just goosed the center.
Have you seen some of these quarterback sneaks, the way they're running them now, Tom, where they get the running back inside to slam the quarterback in the kidney?
Yeah.
I mean, the Browns twice Sunday ran the tight end under center. So 4th and 1 at the inside the 1. Whistle, timeout.
I'm guessing this is Milkovich's timeout, but I'm not sure. Lorain timeout.
Well, the one thing you don't want right now is 4th and goal at the 6.
No,
so if you're concerned about that clock, that's a good timeout.
Yeah. You know, the snapping the ball back 5 yards to try to get an inch,
Yeah.
But they do the same thing that the varsity does. I mean,
and that's the good thing.
Every play you see out there was something that you could see on a Friday night.
Hey, Tom, if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers, proud sponsors of the Lorain High School and the Lorain Middle School Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a nice presentation the other night at the varsity game. They had a truck parked in the stadium. We're giving away Titans T-shirts and passed off the big check to Brian Corey. LeBoy hit behind the line. He's not going to get there. He's not going to get there. So this clock stops with 1:44 to go. Titans used 6 minutes and 16 seconds and went 64 of the 65 necessary yards. But now we've got a turnover, and Milkovich will have the ball on downs. And that play just really never got a push whatsoever. And the big fella in the middle made a difference,
exactly.
Pushing the line back. I don't think he had part of the tackle.
But that's you block up both A gaps when you can take on the center like that.
He's out at left guard. Over the ball is Alfred Rucker, number 41. They are buttoned up tight under center, and the quarterback is in the end zone. Tailback deeper, turns, gives straight ahead to a fullback. Not a lot there. Out maybe to the 2.
Met by a lot of blue shirts.
There was a lot of blue shirts there. Very difficult to see the numbers when the players are all the same size. I think it might have been Serenity Williams, number 6, who just went over to the side, got a play, and came back in. Clock running down under 1:10 here as we go scoreless in the first quarter.
Well, their backs are all close.
This almost looks like the victory formation, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Direct snap. Finding a little crease out across the 5 to about the 7.
That number 5.
That's Alante Flanagan, the quarterback. And it's 3rd and about 5 from the 6. Now, Chavis Philpott's number 1 over talking to the coach, and they send him jogging. You remember when we used to use the guards for that? Now
yes, because quarterbacks.
and my favorite all-time story was when the coach sent him in on a Post-it note. I saw it right out back here.
Yeah, he's up under center.
No, that's 22. Deron Smith, he's got a first down and a lot more. Whistle, he stepped out of bounds, fortunately for Lorain, but not before he got out to the 30. So a big gainer there.
Well, they got him out of the hole for sure.
And that's the end of the first quarter. A rather quickly played first quarter as Lorain had the ball for over 6 minutes, and Maple Heights has run 4 plays. So with that, we'll step away and back with more after this timeout.
Hey students, this is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Back here at Lorain High, George Daniel Field to be more precise. Set to start the second quarter. Maple Heights took over on downs on the 1-yard line in a big run of about 22 yards. Just took them out to the 30 where they'll have a 1st and 10 to start the quarter. And we'll be able to get a little bit better look. This is Smith going to take the snap. It looks like a bunch formation, and they're just going to run it right toward the bunch. Smith cuts it straight ahead, puts his head down out across the 40 where he's gang tackled.
And no one's going to be able to pick out the tackler because there was 5.
Cotto Grant was there.
Here comes that number.
Caden
11.
Corbin, 16. Was that him in the middle?
19.
Could have been. Yeah, it must have been 19. Nathan Rue is because I see 16 on the side. So, 1st and 10 again for Maple Heights. Now, if they were to score here, this would be a school record, Tom.
99 yards.
99 plus.
See, they're in a.
Now they're under center. This is Alante Flanagan under center, and they're in a wishbone look now. Running into the fullback on the exchange, but still having enough momentum to get 4 yards. Kept the feet moving. That's number 1, Chevis Philpotts. He was the ball carrier on the first play of the game.
You look at the 8th grade team, and a lot of times you can see what the varsity is planning on doing, but I don't see that as being one of Maple's formations.
Right.
Not with their run and shoot kind of coach.
Yeah, Shaq Washington, the varsity coach, played quarterback on a state championship team, I believe, at Maple Heights.
He certainly did, and they went down to Cincinnati as a receiver.
And played wide receiver, and he's an open offense kind of guy. Tight splits here on the line. Motion. Straight ahead is the tailback, Smith. Smith got across the line for about 3 before he's hit there.
Yeah, he was tackled with a pretty nice defensive end play.
Yep.
Box it in, turn it in, wait for help. Exactly what you're supposed to do, and that's what he did. And number 15's over there. LeBoy's on defense. I think he made the initial hit.
That's one thing about middle school football. Everybody plays both ways. Now Flanagan, number 5, the QB, has got. Here's that bunch formation over here. Tight end to 3 receivers, and they just say, "Here we come," and he gets around the corner. Flanagan. There was what you want your defense to do, but he didn't finish the play. Nathan Ruiz was in the right spot, just got outflanked here.
I think he went a little bit too high, and I think that was
19.
Daniel Robinson made the tackle
eventually.
Pushing him out of bounds.
But it's another first down, this time inside the 40 of Lorain, where Maples moved 60 yards already. And there's 5:14 to go in the half. The number of possessions in this half is going to be very, very low, Tom.
Well, nice drives, no penalties.
Right.
Knock on wood. Yeah, there's that little bunch, and they look like
well, they're unbalanced.
They're going to
they?
run.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
they are.
The line is no. I think 15 was coming over.
I think they were messed up.
Yeah.
They were unbalanced, but not on purpose.
I think that was
timeout. Milkovich.
That was DeAndrea Akins came running over. I think he was supposed to be the left end and not the right end.
But we all knew that they were going to go right anyway, so you might as well have stayed there. Hey, Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain Schools Athletics. Cleveland Clinic's team of sports medicine specialists deliver high-quality care to all athletes, from high school athletes to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. Tom, this is what I think of when I think of football weather right here.
Oh, yes. Nice, cool. I was going to mention something like that. Could you imagine what it's going to be like Friday night if this weather stays? It's going to be no cramps. That's what I like about this nice, cool weather for football season.
You know, it was very nice. I went, not to brag, but I was at Notre Dame for the Ohio State-Notre Dame game, and that was just the perfect weather as well. You couldn't tell it if you were watching, but there was nobody cramping up or anything there.
Exactly.
Here we come. Oh, look at this, a counter to the formation. And first off, let's credit Thomas Mays for forcing him back and not letting him get the corner easily. Only a 2-yard gain that time for Smith, and this looked like it might go.
Yes, I thought it was.
Mays comes up. We got a nice stiff arm there from Smith.
But it forced him back, which allowed whoever made that tackle, I can't see, 88.
Jeremy Ellis.
Yes.
Comes the Titan freshman team off of practice and into the locker room. So 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. Timeout or whistle anyhow. Let's see what this is all about. A shoe. The tailback doesn't have his shoe on. So now we're set to go. 4:20 in the half. I formation. Quarterback sneak. And that was sniffed out pretty well. I see 21, Daniel Robinson. And is that 34?
Someone's limping off. It might be.
It's either 34 or 24, I think. I can't tell.
Is that Mayor Booker?
That's 34, Jameer Booker.
Must have got stepped on. I think, he doesn't look like a serious
injury. No, I think
but
his shoe came off and he got stepped on because he was carrying his shoe as he came off.
Well, that takes it to 3rd down, so.
No gain on that.
It might be 4.
That was an interesting call. Well, now, Tom, if they are using the no punt rule, it's obviously 4-down territory. Shotgun formation this time for Flanagan. Give straight ahead to Smith, and that's how you make that tackle right there. That was a perfect defensive play.
27? Was that Elias Santiago?
No, I think it was either 15 or 6. It was either LeBoy or Corbin.
Whatever it was a nice
low it was
tackle,
just perfect. I should start looking on the monitor because it's easier to see the numbers.
Yeah, they just changed the down marker. I knew it was 4th down.
4th and 8.
Yeah.
And now you go back to that 1st down play on that sweep where you forced the runner to bow back and held him to a 2-yard gain. That puts you behind the sticks, and they haven't moved since. So 4th down, fully loaded pistol for Flanagan. Or is that a punt formation? It looks like a Purdue punt, doesn't it? 3 personal protectors. Now they send a man in motion out. Jameer Patterson goes out wide. They're just going to throw it. He's got a man.
Oh, and
there's a clip.
Yeah. It was a nicely designed play, but the man who ran all the way out there pushed from behind. Yep.
Smith to Flanagan, but they're going to bring it back. Illegal block is the call, and almost we'll see it, I believe. That's Philpott out. There's the illegal block right there. Nathan Ruiz took one between the shoulder blades. And, of course, that'll be from the spot of the foul.
Which was downfield a little bit.
There's the illegal block. I believe it's going to take it back to the 45. Yep.
Which it did.
10 yards from the spot. So now it'll be 4th and 16. And you've used your 4th down and long play. So let's see what happens.
You got to give credit to the Milkovich team. They have an imaginative offense out there doing some things that you don't normally see in middle school.
Yes.
Here comes Flanagan in with the play.
There's the old huddle where the front guys are kneeling down on one knee, Tom.
Yep.
I wonder if they huddle at all at the varsity level.
My guess is I've seen Maple play, and it's no.
Now, they are unbalanced.
Nah, but wait till they get
readjusted. Okay, let's see. Now there's the tight end.
But they got that little stack right. And he's going to
rolling, wants to throw, got a man. Just hits Tommy Turf instead. And good coverage by the Titans. That was Flanagan, the original quarterback going out. Philpott threw the ball cross field. Titans were right there. That was 29 Malachi Hassan and 19 Nathan Ruiz. So the Titans, with only a minute 15 to go in the half, will take over at the 45-yard line.
They didn't leave much clock, but they did leave them in a much better position than that 1 yard line.
But that was a full 8 minutes because they took over with 1:16 to go in the first quarter, and now it's 1:15 to go in the second quarter. So they used a full quarter of the football game to go to midfield.
Now, does Lorain have
a 55-yard play? Because I believe they have one timeout left.
I see Thomas May is flanked a lot wider than he normally is.
LeBoy got receivers to both sides. Straight back, wants to throw, fumbles instead.
I think
and that ball's going to be down there. And that was recovered
Maple.
By
41.
Number 41 from Maple Heights, Alfred Rucker. He's the center, so he's used to having the ball. And LeBoy, you talk about protect the blind side. Can we get that one more time, fellas?
Yeah.
Woo! So now Maple Heights has to figure out with 1:08 to go. So the first two possessions were 7 minutes and 8 minutes, and that one was 7 seconds. He came free.
Just came from the left side. That's why you need a blind side tackle.
He came between guard and tackle. I'm not sure if he was a linebacker or if he looped, but he sure came untouched. So now from the 38-yard line, Maple Heights will put it in play. This is almost single wing like, Tom. Like, does anybody think that they're not going to the right?
Or a pass.
Or student body right for Darren Smith. He's going to have a first down.
Yeah,
well,
just
no,
barely,
he's not.
Just barely.
Now they're marking him short. Nope. There they moved it. 1st and 10 for Maple Heights down to the 28-yard line. Just about exactly 10. Now let's see what they do. Whistle. I'd swear I heard a whistle. That could be out back at the practice going on out there.
That was number 5 running the ball, Flanagan.
That was Flanagan, the quarterback. originally. Timeout, Maple Heights, with 25 seconds to go. And they're going to have a second down on the 24-yard line. And barring an incomplete pass, for all intents and purposes, this might be the last play. So we can call it 2nd and 8, but it might be
2nd and goal.
Yeah. And they haven't moved the box yet, so it's really more like 2nd and 6. We'll see what, one thing we've seen, Tom, they've done some different kind of stuff. Hey, you know what, Tom? WLCS TV 20 is on the drive to 10,000 followers on Facebook. WLCS TV 20, the home of the best high school sports coverage in Northeast Ohio. I might be biased, but I agree with that. Media covering most school district events and award-winning Titan news every school day. Get on Facebook and like WLCS TV 20. So now the bunch formation is to the near side.
Well, they're all cramped up, but they're going to sweep left.
Yep.
There it is. And
okay, that's a nice defensive play. He got
play.
Low between the blockers. And Jameer Booker, number 34, I believe. Now it's 3rd down and 7 with 8-7. Let's see if they can get organized.
I don't think they can do it.
2. Oh, they've got the snap off with 1. And that's another nice open field tackle by 22 Thomas Mays. And that's going to do it for the half, as if he'd gotten around Mays, he had some land.
Well, it was nice that they kept him off the board after that. A real nice drive that Lorain had. They hate to see it.
Yep. So, we've played 2 at the George. Maple Heights, Milkovich Middle School, nothing. The Lorain Titans, 8th grade middle school team, nothing. Back with third quarter action after this timeout.
Hey students, this is Cleveland Browns offensive lineman Wyatt Teller. September is Attendance Awareness Month. Did you know that missing school can significantly decrease your chances of graduating high school? Stay in the game by showing up to school on time and ready to learn. The Browns are always behind you.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey students, this is Cleveland Browns tight end Harrison Bryant. Forming good habits helps you now and in the future. Get to school every day and on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, stay focused, and stay in the game.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you. What kind of Titans are we? This is a question we have to ask ourselves every day as we walk these halls. In Lorain City Schools, we are passionate about kindness. We believe one simple act of kindness can start the movement that changes the world around us. As a school, our positive behavioral intervention and support approach, or for short, PBIS, model is rooted in kindness. Our goal as a school is to increase our students and staff's kindness to self, kindness to others, and kindness to our environments. When we increase kindness in our school, we will decrease the behaviors that interfere with the positive environments we want in every school in our district. Let's see what that looks like in our buildings. The expectation of kindness in our schools starts the moment you begin your day. Upon entering classrooms, it is important that we remember to be on time, be prepared and have technology and supplies ready, be engaged and maintain a clean classroom. Our Titan expectation to be kind to self, kind of others, and kind to our environment extends to the hallways, in our restrooms, in the main office, in the cafeteria, and on school transportation. Our staff will be here to model, teach, and reward positive behaviors with the goal of creating a school culture of kindness. That's because the common expectations are designed to be the standard in every classroom and every school in Lorain City Schools. Titans, we know you can do this. Let's show the world what kind of Titans we are.
Back here, set to start the second half of the middle school football game, 8th grade game between the Lorain Titans and the Maple Heights Milkovich Mustangs, and we're scoreless. We put the ball in play from the 35 to start each half. Maple Heights will have it, and going under center, their quarterback, Alante Flanagan. They have that student body formation, and they follow it for about 5 yards.
That was just student body up the middle.
Yeah.
Look how many white shirts pushing blue shirts and blue shirts pushing back.
That was Philpotts, number 1, who they snuck the ball to.
I think Aiden Alonzo might have been leading the pack there as a left guard.
He is the Javion Bell, I saw 38 trying to get a block for him. So 2nd and 5. Maple Heights had an 8-minute drive. They took the ball 60 yards and turned it over on the 45, really, after a penalty. Now that's a big loss of 4 back to the 36, going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Was that 88 Jeremiah Ellis?
I believe
look,
it was. Jeremy Ellis, yes.
Someone's on his legs right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either 88 or 89. It's either Ellis or Cintron. So 3rd and 9 now from Maple. Of course, it's pretty much 4-down territory wherever you are in middle school football. This is Flanagan. Flanagan's going to have the first down across the 45. He was shaking and baking the whole way into the secondary.
He might be shaken up a little bit out of there, too.
There he comes. Closing in from his corner was number 19, Nathan Ruiz, to be first on the spot, but the gain was 11 out across the 45 to the 47. And yep, you're right. Flanagan kind of limping off gingerly. So we'll see how they adjust. I'm going to guess that Smith will take the snap. He's taken some direct snaps. Now, we've got a cornerback 30 yards out there to the far side that going to, okay, offside Lorain that time, I believe, that somebody in the middle of the defense moved and caused everything to.
Yep, you're right.
To jump around. It was one of the defensive linemen.
I see what you're thinking about that wide defensive cornerback. Because Milkovich is in a tight formation.
Both of them. Okay, now they're sneaking them in a little bit.
They're used to playing out there wide.
Because there's somebody out there that lines up with them.
There's always a wide receiver.
But they're just lining up and outnumbering us at the point of attack. And there's a broken tackle, and Smith is off to the races. And he's going to go out of bounds inside the 5. Or, yeah, right about the 4-yard line. And if you look, I mean, there's the whole bunch.
They're just pushing.
Well, just outnumbering. Yeah. Guys can't find anybody to push.
Yeah, 1 or 2 broken tackles.
Yep. Nice run by Darren Smith.
And knocked out of bounds by Nathan Ruiz. Yeah, see, yeah.
He's going to walk in that time. That was Philpott, Chavis Philpott's number 1 for the first score of the game with 4:56 to go in the third. That was a big play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, well, this is probably something that the Lorain Titans have not seen.
Right, and because they haven't adjusted to the formation.
Double tight, full house backfield, big wedge blocking.
I mean, that's an I formation behind the tight end.
And he's going to be right behind it himself.
Yep, and he spun around but got in. That's Philpotts again. And that makes it 8 for Milkovich, nothing for Lorain. with 4:56 to go. So that only took a little over 3 minutes, which was a short possession in the first half. Lorain had it for almost 7 minutes. Maple Heights had it for exactly 8 minutes. And then they split the last minute 10.
What Lorain has to learn to do, and that's what their coach is going to have to talk to, but they have not practiced, is staying much lower.
Right.
Because you can't stand up and try to hold back that massive
you don't have any,
blockers.
It's all about leverage this game.
The lower you are, the better you're playing defense.
Yep. Well, even offense. I mean, if you're a blocker, you want to get low and get under the pads. So Lorain High will go on offense for the first time in the third quarter, trailing 8-0. LeBoy is still in the middle, but he's got a fully loaded pistol.
I think Lorain is missing some wide receivers.
At least I think on the far side they're missing one for sure. Going to throw. No, he's not. He's going to bring it down. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a yard is LeBoy.
He rolled right, and there was no receivers. All his receivers were to the left because he has a wide receiver and a slot over here.
And now they have 11.
You want to mention that 72, Raven Ross is into the
is she? Yes,
on
she
the
is.
Offensive line now.
She's got the dark helmet on. I was just going to ask, how come there's a dark helmet? Okay. Rolling near side now. Rushed, throws it long. Got a man out there. Ball is caught across the 50. Dragging defenders down to the 41 is number 22, Thomas Mays, who made a couple good defensive plays in the first half. He went and got it.
He did.
This was thrown into traffic.
This is not an easy thing to do at this level. Catch that long ball.
Well, and get knowing you're going to get hit like he did. And with two defenders around him, Mays comes down with it and down to the 42, 1st and 10. There's the give. That's Hassan. Hassan gets about 3 yards into the middle. Followed number 63, Moses Slaughter, among others.
The boy got to play from coach over here.
Yeah.
Lorain's playing with a tight end right, split end left.
LeBoy bounces off one, gets down to about the 36 for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. I'll make it 3rd and 5 where they're spotting it. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Maple on top, 8-0.
See, Quado Grant is in there. He ran the ball in the previous game quite often, but now it looks like you're going to use him as a pass receiver.
Raven Ross came out, took her helmet off like she might have been shaken up, but it doesn't appear to be so. Rolling out, wanting to throw, in trouble, lofting it. Whoa!
What a catch.
Spectacular. Spectacular one-handed grab by Malachi Hassan. Take a look here, Tom.
I did see that one-hander.
LeBoy motions him deeper.
Yeah.
And then lofts it over the defense, and there's no glove involved in that, and he was getting held with the other hand. Look at the coach on the sideline. That was a terrific catch by Hassan. And LeBoy put it where it had to.
Yes. He just lobbed it over there.
Over the defender.
That's thinking. Like you said, he motioned a little bit deeper. Yeah, Raven's still in the game, I think, out there at right tackle.
No, she's on the sideline.
Okay, who am I thinking over here?
That it looks like it's the other 72, Zephania Irving.
Oh, okay. Well, 272s, I got you.
Well, yeah, but the one's Ravens wearing number 9. There's a backwards pass that's going to be doomed from the start. Going to lose about 8. LeBoy tossed it backward that time to Hassan. Just was hit as soon as he caught it. So now it's going to be 2nd and 18. And we look at it again. See, Hassan's behind him, so this is really a lateral. And fortunately, he caught it. But he was in the grasp of Philpott's as soon as he touched it. 51 seconds to go in the third. Clock still ticking as Lorain has 2nd and 18. Good snap. Hit trying to throw. Now got back near the line of scrimmage, put the ball down right on the 35, did LeBoy. And I love his grit, but I'd rather see him lose another yard and hold on to it with 2 hands.
Well, he just didn't have any blocking. They came up the A gap. Watch this blitz up the A gap.
Yep.
Or B gap, actually.
Yep, that was 22
no
Smith, the tailback.
Yeah, no chance
sometimes
to stop
quarterback.
anyone.
Now 6 seconds to go. I don't think the Titans are going to get a playoff here. 2, 1, that's it. So we've played 3 at the George. Milkovich, 8. Lorain, nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Hey students, this is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Back here at step to start the fourth quarter. Lorain has the ball on the 35-yard line of Milkovich. There's the good news. The bad news is it's 3rd down, and they got to get to the 16. So 3rd and 19. Tough time to be the play caller.
They got 2 downs to do it.
Wanting to throw. Throwing. Oh, lucky he's going to get another chance on 4th down as he threw that right into the hands of Sean Boyd, number 23 for Milkovich.
They ran that little jet sweep earlier in the game, but I think they got too many yards to go for a jet sweep now.
Right. And the way this game has gone, you don't know if you're going to get the ball back with 8 minutes to go. The teams have had it,
yes,
for so long. Now, Maple, on the last possession when they scored, they had a big play to get them down inside the 5. LeBoy comes back into the huddle with the play. The 2 teams come up, and we're set to go. 4th and 19. Going to throw, wanting to throw, in trouble, got a nice block, lofting it downfield. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Thomas Mays goes up again and high points the ball. And once again,
that was a great catch for this lay.
Once again, LeBoy motioned him deeper. Look, he's in trouble rolling to the left. Comes back, gets a little clip block there.
Yeah.
Motions him downfield, lofts it over the defense, and Mays, what a catch, goes up and high points it with 2 hands, and the Titans convert 4th and 19 to 1st and goal at the 4. 8-0. Lorain looking for a chance to equal it. We've got to score a touchdown before you can go for 2. That's LeBoy. He's just going to take it himself around the end, and he's in the house.
I think he's in.
He did
Very
get
nice.
in.
Real nice.
LeBoy goes 4 yards around left end, and we are a conversion away from a tie game. Now there's a whistle as they put the ball down. Getting the play and coming back out is Josiah LeBoy. This is a big play, Tom.
Yeah, it is.
And before you're thinking about it, there's no overtime at any level other than the varsity. So if this were to end up a tie, it's a tie. LeBoy going to hand off, trying to sweep in and caught from behind and brought down on a fine defensive play. That's going to be Philpott.
That's Philpott's doing a little bit of everything, offense and defense.
Yeah, he's the one that scored the 8 points for Maple, and now he makes the stop that keeps Maple ahead 8-6. And he's just untouched. Well, he gets off the block really well, excuse me.
Yeah, just coming up through those gaps.
Used his athletic ability to run down from behind as the defensive end kind of stood the tackle up and held the position.
Here's some of our fans.
Yes, there are. They see themselves up on the Tron. Maple Heights will have the ball at the 35, first and 10. Titans need it back, down 2. There's the Smith and the keeper. He sweeps. He's got 5, 6, 7. Nice gain on first down. You know what, Tom? This has been a relatively cleanly played game in terms of flags.
One penalty. Remember
we had an offsides and they had an illegal block.
That's it.
Yep.
They have to come up with some sort of a solution for this running game of Milkovich.
Yes, they do. Because we are at 6.5 minutes and they are in no hurry.
Yeah, the clock is an enemy for the Titans.
Just because you don't run, you don't run your offense at the same pace you do at the high school, at the varsity level. You have so much other stuff to work on. It's hard to work on the 2-minute drill. We're going to be under 6 when they snap it here. And he's going to take it. That's Flanagan. Flanagan is going to be short of the first down.
A nice little tackle over there again. Somebody nice and low.
That looked like it might be 19, Nathan Ruiz.
Yeah, I see him walking away, the last one walking away.
No. Flanagan's over with the coach. He'll give him the play. He's not in any hurry whatsoever. And do you blame him?
Nope.
Under 5.5 minutes, each play is taking over 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the officials are really kept,
Yeah, I see Al Ivey looking at his watch. I think he's got dinner reservations.
I would say got a pizza ordered.
Whistle. Now that time everybody moved but the center, I think. There's the traveling call. It's going to take it back 5 against Milkovich. Maybe as importantly, stop the clock. Because we are under 5 minutes. So it's going to make it 3rd and 7. Want to compliment our chain crew, Tom. They've done a nice job. Of course, at this level, it's all volunteer. That's Smith straight ahead. Smith's got the first down, and he's across the 45 to the 47. We are at 4:37, and they stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And this is right behind the old bunch.
The Titans have not seen this kind of football probably in the last couple years.
No, this is not typical offensive football.
Not this day and age is not. It was typical
when
20
Jim
years
Thorpe
ago.
played. I mean, it's very single wing. That your person taking the center. Now, that's Philpott. He scored the touchdown. He's going to have about 4 or 5 yards, it looks like. And you can tell it's wearing on Lorain because the running backs are falling forward now. Give him 4 yards, make it 2nd and 6. 3:45 to go.
Yeah, the defensive line and the linebackers are standing up into that white mass of shirts coming down at them and getting pushed back at least 3 or 4 yards before they're making contact.
There's Smith again. He's hit at the 50, stood up and thrown back. So he's going to lose a couple of yards back into Milkovich territory.
I think the problem there is he didn't stay behind his blockers. He tried to bounce it out a little bit wider, and that's why you get trapped.
Yep.
Here's a bounce, and there's the tackle.
Yep.
Well, you got to hold them on this one.
Yeah, this is big. 3rd and
you'll see
5.
what they'll do. Are they going to do 2 plays to get this last 8 yards?
Oh, absolutely.
Or are they going to punt 35? Who knows?
Is that what it is, Tom? It's a 35-yard exchange.
I don't know if they punt in this at this level,
we haven't
or do
seen
they
them
just
try.
go 35.
Yeah. But it's going to be under. Well, it's 2.5 right now. Timeout, Milkovich. But they used it all, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Smart play and smart call by the coach. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers, proud sponsors of Lorain Titan Athletics. You know, Tom, as I look at some of these favorite players, I'm wondering how old some of these kids are. Here's a guy that likes Devin Hester. Now, I think Hester's on the Hall of Fame ballot. There's another one that likes Brian Dawkins, who's been retired for a few years.
I was going to say Brian Dawkins. I remember that Dawkins was the basketball player, but remember that Dawkins.
Ray Lewis, Jordan Finley's favorite player is Ray Lewis. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Of course, you got some Tyreek Hills.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Tyreek Hills and Julio Jones.
Yeah.
And you know something? Before, there was more Steeler fans than Browns fans, but I think the Browns have picked up a few. Pick up a few.
So set to go 3rd and 8. Straight ahead is Smith. Smith is out across the 50, down to about the 46 where he stopped. Timeout, Lorain.
That's smart to use.
Coach Booger's out there calling that timeout. That's Brian Joyner. They ran away. Well, they ran to the bunch and then cut back. And
if they can hold him now.
Getting in behind the blocking was 34, Jameer Booker, who made that play, kind of just bulldogged Smith to a stop. Basically, if you don't make this play, you lose the game, right?
Yeah, because
barring a fumble. Because you've got 2 times out left.
And they're using the whole 30 seconds each time.
Yep.
Well, I know what Maple's strategy is. Get in that little wedge and follow them. Lorain's strategy has to be to get behind that wedge and stop them. I mean, this is basic football right here. Don't have to worry about coverage of passes. Bring those corners in there to help.
Okay, so here we go. Student body right formation. And following it is Smith. Smith cuts it ahead. Smith is, I think he's got the first down, Tom. And
it was going to be close, but I think he made it.
I think
by
the
yard.
the falling forward made the first down. And so they moved the sticks. Clock stopped with 2:12. Now I would expect Maple Heights to stay in the huddle for a while. Clock is now running as Flanagan jogs back into the huddle. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There's no 2-minute warning at
No,
this level.
no.
That's pros.
The big fella, Aiden Alonso, looks a little bit winded, number 51 there, Tom. He's been a pushing and leaning on guys.
But he's been one of those lead blockers all that time.
And getting around end and getting another first down is Alante Flanagan, the quarterback, before he was wrestled out of bounds. And a minute 29.
Well, the clock stopped.
Right.
But barring, they're not going to throw a pass, so you got to pick up a fumble if you can get one. There was a little push from behind, but nothing serious. Now tackle, that was Hassan again. Got him out of bounds.
Minute 29. First and 10, Maple. Now this looks like it might be victory formation. Nope, now they're going to go back and load that wishbone up. Sneak straight ahead, Flanagan. Flanagan's going to have another first down by the time somebody realized he had the ball. There's the whistle, and they'll stop the clock again.
He's calling timeout Maple. Are they calling timeout on themselves just to get another score in?
Oh,
or there's a penalty, I'm sorry.
Oh, there. I did not see it. It was
no.
Okay, so the penalty is against Maple.
I didn't see what the penalty was then.
I didn't either. So that takes it back to 1st and 15. And it keeps the clock stop. Let's see. Now the clock starts to a minute 20. Well, it went to 125 from 129. That's interesting. Once again, the wishbone. Flanagan, Philpott, the up back, fumbled the football, picked it up. There's a scrum. Look at this. He broke through. He's going to score from 36 yards. Alante Flanagan.
I think Lorain just got lazy because they think
they were trying to pull for the football.
Yeah, they thought they had him stopped, and now they're just going for the football rather than the tackle.
Yep. See, they're all grabbing it at the football, and that's great officiating to know he's not down. So that will certainly take care of things at 14-6 with a minute 13 to go. Rolling, Flanagan wants to throws it up in the air, and it looks like it is caught.
Yeah, because I see some
That's
cheering.
number 2, Reggie Williams.
He made a nice little catch. I think he might
Yes,
have
he
been
did. He was on the ground.
On his knees, wasn't he?
He slipped, I think, lost his gription. He's the tight end on that side. And when he's trying to stop, he went down and caught it falling back. So 16-6 with a minute 13 to go. Milkovich is going to come out in front on this one. But, Tom, if I can I haven't seen the Maple Heights varsity play, and there's two different, philosophies here at the middle school level. Lorain wants the kids running Lorain's offense
to a T.
And we saw it last week when Chase Davis wasn't available for the varsity game. David Whitaker came in, and because he'd been running the same offense for the last couple of years, was very familiar with it and stepped in and did a great job. Now, Maple Heights and Shaq Washington, this is not how the varsity plays, but the other philosophy is just bring me kids that are winners, and I'll teach them what I want them to know. And that's kind of what we're seeing here today.
You got to teach them blocking, tackling, just all
getting
the
in
basics.
and out of a stance.
Yeah, that was always my philosophy. But you still want to do what the varsity was going to do, just to get the familiarity
and the terminology. I can remember as a middle school player going to the Admiral King games and saying, "I know that play." Yeah. There's an option path. Boy, did he heave it! Oh my! Oh my! Elias Santiago.
What a
65 yards.
That was a heave and a catch. I thought it was well over his head until I seen him snag it.
Yeah, because I thought he had eased up. Because this is a toss. That's not LeBoy. That's a lefty. And he gets it out there, and that's William. I said Santiago. That is 22 Mays again. So he's had 3 catches in this one, Tom. 65 on that one.
And all of them were like
special.
Spectacular.
They'd all be Sports Center moments. Toss there, and that's going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
And that was kind of meaningless. Yes. So 16-12 Milkovich, and that took 9 seconds for the Titans to score. Actually, it took 7 seconds.
Yeah.
It was a minute 13.
And there's no chance for an onside kick because they don't kick off in this level.
And that's what Coach Joyner is asking.
How about an onside? Is that what he's saying?
Well, I don't know. He said something that made one of the officials laugh, I can tell you that. So that really, there's a decent crowd here for an 8th grade football game, and that really brought people to life. But it's going to be too little too late unless something strange happens. Maple Heights will have the ball at their 35 with 1:06 to go, and they could just kneel on it 4 times, Tom.
Yes, I'm sure.
So Lorain has 2 times out. They're under center with number 5, Flanagan. He's going to try and circle the end. Tackle there, nice tackle.
And Lorain is trying to tackle the ball and him this time.
That was 16 Corbin. Timeout Lorain. They gained 2 on that.
So you thought that touchdown that Flanagan scored from 35 out was meaningless, but had he not scored that, this would have been an exciting 2-point conversion that we just seen.
Yes.
I think I give it Alonzo 51 for Maple a lot of credit. He played every snap, offense and defense.
Tackle there.
And Lorain's ball.
Lorain ball. Oh, my goodness. Who comes out with it?
16.
That's Corbin again. Caden Corbin. Wow. Now, is there – Lorain was offsides. Lorain looked like – the signal looked like Lorain was offsides.
I don't see any offsides.
Well, you don't know if they lined up that way. Oh, no, that's 22. Thomas Mays again. We know his hands. He didn't have it that time, though. It popped out to Corbin.
Oh, I see what they're saying. Yeah, encroachment over there. Yeah,
yep.
They might have been doing the same thing again this time.
They were trying. And that'll stop the clock in a timeout. .40 seconds to go and the clock is stopped. Now, it's because it stopped the last time on the fumble and the penalty. The Titans did save a timeout. So now they got to move the box back. It's third down, and it should be 4. The box is showing 3 because the box is on the 42 and the ball's on the 41. So you've got to figure that they've got – now Lorain is out of timeouts. So Maple Heights can just get this clock running, and that ought to do it. They might have to snap it on
I think so, yeah.
4th down, but that's all they would have to do would be snap it. Now, you can never tell with kids. As we just saw, a bad snap. 52 minutes up on the clock now. That's an oops. We're going to need some light and maybe dinner if we're going to play another 52 minutes, Joe. Now it's down to 1. They're going to run it down.
I think they were trying to put 52 seconds on the clock. Okay. That might have been the argument.
That's where they stop it. Now, that's might seem insignificant, but that leaves, that's going to leave time for Lorain possibly to try a play if Maple doesn't pick up a first down. Of course, first down should make it
moot. It would be a mute point there.
Yeah, but if we don't, then the situation becomes, what does Maple do? Yeah, we're going to have to turn the Joe like the old soccer nights in Tom's backyard. Student body right, and nowhere to go. In fact, losing a little bit.
And they time out Lorain.
Lorain came up with that football. Jameer Booker came up holding the football. So the Titans are going to get at least one snap at 49 seconds to go. If they throw the ball, they could get 4 plays. Let's look at it again. And I did not see, just a low snap never came up.
He never got it off the ground.
He never got the ball off the ground.
And I see a flag thrown or just
that's the beanbag.
Okay.
Now the Maple Heights coach is out protesting loudly. Now what we can't see in there, Joe, can we get another replay of that and maybe we can't see where the Lorain High hands are. I think the Maple Heights coaches are saying Lorain blocked the snap. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Sure did. If you look at it real closely again, watch the football get smacked by one of the defensive linemen. No, got to go back a little bit farther, Joe. See it? Just smack the front of the football and send it spinning away from the center.
I say play football because I don't think Lorain can win this because they're 2 extra points behind.
Right.
Just play football.
Now, I don't know what Coach this is not about football anymore. This is debate. Coach Joyner, Coach Sherwood, the 2 Maple Heights coaches, all out there. The only person that's not out there is Lorain City Schools athletic trainer Tracy Menges, who works closely with the Cleveland Clinic sports medicine specialists to provide your student athlete with the best treatment and prevention of sports of injuries. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sports medicine to learn more. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, caring for pro athletes, active individuals, your student athlete, and you. And we're not going to be able to see much longer.
No.
As
I don't know if
7-Eleven, the sun sets.
But can you touch the ball after it's been moved by the center? I thought you could, because we always used to try to do that. We could never do it.
Well, and I know, I was Brian Joyner's principal in high school.
Okay.
I saw him try that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not something that he just invented.
Yeah, we used to.
Now, the funny thing is the coaches are having a conversation and the officials are having a conversation. The young man on the box has done a great job because he hasn't moved. Okay, if they had to respot this.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Joyner ended up with the football. I don't know if that's a souvenir. Now, the Maple Heights kids run off clapping. So okay, that's going to be the end of the game. And I think it was the right call when all is said and done, as 2 of the officials have left the field. Is that Coach Creel? I can't tell. It's too dark.
You get the zoom in maybe on the. Oh, they're going to shake hands. So
the handshakes are coming, and
it's almost too dark to see.
It is too dark. I mean, thank goodness we have white helmets and white jerseys. They can see us though. That's kind of scary. Hey, you got some replays? Let's see some highlights. Here we go. This is the 4th down play that Lorain gets stopped on their first drive down at the 1-yard line. LeBoy just never got started, and good job by the defense. I believe this is going to be the long run by Smith.
There it is, right there. Yeah, broke that tackle right there.
Break a tackle. He gets to the outside, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And truthfully, that's what made the difference in the game. Is the next play, Philpott took it in, and Maple Heights had 6. Here's the extra point. Philpott's again, and goes through an arm tackle and ends up in the end zone. So now at this point, it's 8-0. Lorain, here's a long pass, I believe, to Mays. And he goes up between 2 defenders, catches it.
What a nice catch.
Yep. And drags him down near the 40-yard line. Then LeBoy wants to throw. He's going to motion to his running back to go deeper. Lofts it over the defender, and Hassan goes up, being held with one hand, goes up and catches it with the other. And then now he's going to roll back to his right. He's going to signal downfield again. This is 4th and 19, and he gets it down to Mays at the 5-yard line for a 1st and goal. And then LeBoy takes it in himself. This makes the score 16-12. And ultimately, that's how it ended up. This is Maple Heights Philpott sweeping around the end and out of bounds. I think this is the quarterback. No, this is the quarterback sneak off the fumbled snap. He's going to bust out of here, Philpott, and he's going to go 36 yards for a touchdown.
This is the play that made it.
That was the
second touchdown.
That made it 16-6 with this extra point.
And what a catch here too.
Yep.
We've had some nice catches from an 8th grade team.
Yep. And then the long pass from LeBoy, from Hassan left-handing it down to Mays, and he's going to run under it and go 65 yards on the next play after the Maple touchdown. And it was 16-12, and that's how it ended, as Lorain could not pick up the extra points. And it is dark here at George Daniel.
Yep.
Tom, any final thoughts?
It was just a nicely played game. Clean, which you like to see that between
absolutely.
two LAL teams. And
thank goodness, Tom. Look, it's dark outside.
Yeah. What else could you have done? But this was a great game. It would like to see maybe.
You never know what you're going to get when you get to a middle school football game, and to see a competitively played, well-played game is always a good thing, and that's what we had tonight.
Yep.
Well, the Joe Bach farewell tour.
This is it.
Puts another one down, Joe. Drake Hans on replays. Okay. And now I'm going to call him Veal Piccata. Mr. Piccati. The new Joe Bach.
Yeah.
Joe, we're going to call you Joe Bach 2.0.
I call him Mike.
So it's always a pleasure. And, partner, as always.
We'll see the next varsity game.
Yeah,
because
a week from
varsity,
Friday.
The varsity's getting exciting football played here. And,
they go to Warrensville this Friday, and then they're home the following week.
With
is it Bedford or is it Shaw?
Shaw.
Okay.
For homecoming.
Homecoming, right.
Homecoming.
So that's a wrap from George Daniel. 16 for Milkovich, 12 for Lorain Middle. For our crew and for my partner Tom Bauer, Jay Ferguson, reminding you it is a great time to be a Titan.